2020. Coronavirus screwed up my plans for both the PCT and the hike I'm supposed to be doing right now, which was down along the Sespe River in Southern California. It's a nice place, but it's too far away for me to drive and didn't feel comfortable enough calling that, local or close to home. So I came up here to the Emigrant Wilderness in Stanislaus National Forest, and I'm hiking to probably Camp Lake, maybe if I feel good up to Bear Lake, and then back to the truck. Nice little 2-night trip. It was supposed to be a 3-night trip at one point, but I saw a thing from the Forest Service about evacuate close to home, and Sespe River was not close to home, so I didn't feel right doing it, so I came here. It's a nice place. I like it. It's nice and cool. Altitude is 7,000 feet. I'm feeling a little bit of, hey, you can see me, a little bit of altitude. It's about 7,000, 7,200 feet, but it's pretty good. More later. And to think, I was mildly worried about water. It is June, Sierra, but there's water. It's early when there's shit tons of mosquitoes around. Oh well, it's 8:30 and 3 miles to Camp Lake. Up some hills, down some hills, lots of mosquitoes, but not nearly as many as there were at Rowell Meadow 2 years ago, and where they were following with clouds, and finally got the ended up getting a bug net from that. And today's the first time I've used it, and I like it. It works. I got it over with my hat. Maybe you can see if I try hard. See, it sort of sits on top, and the brim keeps it from my face, which is nice because nobody likes a mesh on their face. It's really pretty. It's going to be cold tonight. I'm still trying this sleeping pad out with the Tyvek underneath it. You can see right there, maybe. And dinner was good. It was taters and bacon ranch tuna. Sounds gross, but it was good. Anyway, it's a hiker midnight. A little early than normal. Sun's still up. Good trip. Tomorrow I think it's going to just be Bear Lake, which is only about a mile away. I hear it's gorgeous, and I keep looking at mosquitoes in my tent, or on my tent. And they want in, but they can't. Poor things. Fuck them. So if we're lucky, you're going to see some mosquitoes flying around. I'm trying to get it to focus on my trekking pole that holds up the tent. And maybe if I come up here, you might see, oh, there's one down here. There they are. That was a weird sound. What the fuck was that? Okay, bye. The weird sound was was air moving in my sleeping pad. That giant blur you saw right there is a fucking mosquito. It's huge. There was one. It's blurry. Can't see it. Shit. Tried. Anyway, weird sound was the sleeping pad. Nothing's out to eat me that I know of. One thing's for sure. There is no sleeping in this tent. The sun shines bright in the morning. More than 500 miles on my Garmin little device here. And I decided putting it in a different spot on my pack, strapping it to the shoulder strap so it'll stay just like it is on every other hiker's pack I see. And the first day I set it down, I get scratches in the screen, which you can probably see. And there's a nice little dent in the plastic right there. Yeah. It's not staying there anymore, so it's going to come off when I take the pack off and go in my pocket and all that shit. Oh well, 500 miles, it still works, I think. Should, don't know why it wouldn't. But yeah, 500 miles and finally two ginormous scratches. But it's a beautiful day up here. I'm very happy. Nice and relaxed. It's good morning. Can't sleep in, like I said, but nice and cool. While the sun's out, it's getting kind of warm. And just trying out this new pack, a new tent, it's all good. I'm happy to be out here. Today it's about a mile hike to Bear Lake. I hear it's a beautiful thing to go see, so I'm going to go see that and decide if it's something I want to camp at today. So today's hike may be just a mile. Because the other choice is a mile there, a mile back to the junction, and then another 2.5-ish to another lake that doesn't have a name. But don't know. I don't know if I want to hike that far, because it's downhill steeply, then uphill, and then all the way back to the truck. It'll be about 5 miles, which isn't bad. I could do that. It wouldn't be hard. But there we go. That's it. Made it to Bear Lake. A whole whopping 1.4 miles from Camp Lake. I'm here for either a break or the night, I guess. I may decide that I just don't want to walk any further. And that's probably what's going to happen, because the next hike to the next lake, which is unnamed, is about 2.5 miles from the junction, and the junction's a good 0.9 mile back, so 3.5 miles up and down. Does not seem all that exciting to me. So I think this is my home for the day. Kind of a nice little spot. Sunny and shady, breezy for the mosquitoes. Mosquitoes aren't too bad. There are some, but not too bad. It's pretty. Seen a few people. Met a nice dog. Made a friend forever doggy friend. Her name is Lily, and she's a puppy, and she got me dirty, and she was all wet, and she was a black lab, and she was happy. And the guy who had her was all apologetic. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. But I was like, it's a puppy. She's great. So yeah, it was fun. All that exciting, but I stayed here anyway. Got here around 10 o'clock, sat around, trying to decide what to do. Around 11 o'clock I got tired, decided to set up the tent, took a nap, and got up around 2 and just have been farting around here all day. Got some water, went over there, went up there, went down to the lake. It's pretty, I suppose. It's a lake in the Sierra. They all look about the same. I believe there's a dam on this lake, which is what explains the dead trees in the water that you can't see because I have the camera pointed at me. But I'll go see if the dam might be interesting. This lake was not everything I'd hoped it would be. I didn't know what I'd hoped, but it wasn't quite this. Even though it wasn't quite this that I expected, it is pretty, and I'll be having that for dinner. I hear it's delicious. You know, the giant Sierra ants running all over the place. That's cool. There's the crap inside my tent. Woohoo. Really exciting, boring, really boring day. A couple hours ago, it's close to 6. Actually, about 3 hours ago, around 3 o'clock, I thought, I could go home. I'd be home by 8. What would I do when I got home? Take a shower, be bored on the computer at home, go to bed, get a good night's sleep, be hot. So basically everything here except computer and hot, because it's nice and cool here. And it's about time for my chili mac, which I haven't had. It's delicious. We'll find out. And here's that lovely dam I talked about last night. It's not so much a dam as it is a log jam. There's some rocks stacked up, but then just Lily Creek keeps going down there. And we get across it a few times, and in about 2 hours or less, I'll be back at the truck and headed home. Bug nets are silly. And then I started having mosquito problems. That makes a nice little hairnet for my beard, and keeps the bugs off my face, which is nice.